Wow, guys, Trump visits the LA disaster zone and things went left fast, Mayor Bass was embarrassed to even speak. The whole right side of the table was against Trump the whole entire time. You guys gotta check this video out. Before that, I need you guys hit the subscribe button, check out his channel in the description. Get right to it.
Unfortunately, it's a very sad period, but what makes you feel good is I met so many of the homeowners, and every one of them, a lot of them, and every one of them said to me they want to rebuild. I said, will you go elsewhere? No, 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 no. It wasn't even like a question. They love the area. They love the people. It's like a family. It's incredible, actually, when you see some things like that. We just left North Carolina, and we had just a similar type of disaster. It was water instead of fire, but boy, that water did damage like I've never seen before. And then you come here and you see this. But the people are so amazing, and your fire department was so beautiful. Every one of them is in perfect physical shape. I said, what do you guys do? They have very high standards, I can tell you. And we took pictures with all of them, but very nicely they gave us a little helmet. And I said, you wear this, huh? Is this real? And they said, yeah. I said, it's awfully heavy. You have to be very strong to wear that. But that's the original, right? So it's pretty good. But I just want to thank everybody. We're going to be with you. Your governor met us at the plane, and we had a good talk, very, very positive talk. We have to work together to get this really worked out. I don't think you can realize.
Really quick, guys, it's weird how just a couple of days ago he wanted Trump-proof California. This is not something he could knock out by himself, even though he screwed it up all by himself, So it's just weird how a change of events, everybody's trying to switch to this Trump team once they see he's about business. They see we finally have a president that knows where he is and what's going on.
Cognitive and woke, unlike Uncle Joe. Also, Gavin Newsom is a vampire.
Yeah, we're still stuck on that one. Keep going, guys. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button.
How rough it is, how devastating it is until you see it. I didn't realize, I mean, I saw a lot of bad things on television, but the extent of it, the size of it, we flew over it in a helicopter. We flew to a few of the areas, and it is devastation. It's incredible. It's really an incineration. Even some of the chimneys came down, okay? When you have the chimneys come down, you know that's pretty hot stuff, and a lot of them were down. That was a bad sign, too. But I just want to commiserate, and we're going to celebrate. We'll be back to celebrate one day soon, I hope soon. The federal government standing behind you, 100%. The First Lady and I are in California to express a great love for the people of California. I've had great support always in California. We did very well recently, as you know, relatively speaking, at least I can say. 6 months is no good.
And the number one thing that we are going to do immediately, and you will see this happen, is to clear out the debris. And we're concerned right now over the weekend because of the potential rain, but we are going to move as fast as we can, but we want you to be safe. We want you to be back in your homes immediately.
But the people are willing.
They should have cleaned out the debris. That was what they're supposed to do to prevent the fire.
Exactly.
That was what they're supposed to burn that brush and clean that, but they ain't want to do that to save them fish.
And she just making excuses. You're about to see Trump's about to immediately make the whole entire table uncomfortable by calling them out on their BS. Because these people are losing stuff and they've lost things. So you guys got to see this.
Let's go.
Willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't cost a lot.
Yes, and they can.
You should let them do it, because by the time you hire contractors, it's going to be 2 years.
If a family...
The people are willing to get a dumpster and do it themselves and clean it out.
And they can.
There's not that much left. It's all incinerated.
That's right.
And, it's just going to take a long time if you do. You can do some of it, but a lot of these people, I know that guy right there that's talking. I know my people. You'll be on that thing tonight, throwing the stuff away, and your site it'll look perfect within 24 hours, and that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to wait around for 7 months till the city hires some demolition contract that's going to charge him $25,000 to do his lot. Yeah. I think you have emergency powers just like I do, and I'm exercising my emergency powers. You have to exercise them also.
I did exercise them.
Because I looked,
signed
I
an
mean, you have a
emergency
very powerful
declaration.
emergency power, and you
Yes.
can do everything within 24 hours.
Yes. And if individuals want to clear out their property, they can. Well, yes, but you know that you will be able to go back soon.
Mr. President.
We think
Right. She's talking about they
within a
clean
week.
it out. They can't even go.
That's a long time, a week. I'll be honest. To me, everyone's standing in front of their house. They want to go to work, and they're not allowed to do it.
And the most
a
important
week
thing is
is a
for
long
people to
time.
be safe.
They're safe. They're safe. You know what? They're not safe. They're not safe now. They're going to be much safer.
Listen to this.
A week is actually a long time, the way I look at it. I watched
right here.
hundreds of people standing in front of their lots, and they're not allowed to go in. It's all burned. It's gone. It's done. Nothing's going to happen to it. It's not going to burn anymore. There's nothing to burn. There's almost nothing to burn. And they want to go in. The people are all over the place. They're standing, and I say, why aren't you going in? We're trying to get a permit, and the permit's going to take them. Everybody said 18 months. You said 18 months. You said 18 months.
Last night.
And that was last night.
On that,
It's crazy.
right.
Mr. President, we're going to be together next week, and during the
Listen.
interim, many of us are involved in, and Tom McClintock, who you know has been an expert on this for years,
That's right.
we are going to be putting conditions on the money that do two things: require that it be done timely and affordable, and then secondly, that we protect those who will come afterwards. As we speak, there are 6,000 acres burning in my district on the Mexican border. There will be more fires until we include in any disaster relief items which will prevent it or at least mitigate it from happening again. So you're going to see us proposing both of those. The hooks.
Like water. Little things
We're gonna
like
do
water.
that for them.
You know, the party of common sense. See, we're the party of common sense. You're not, in all fairness.
Yes, sir.
We like water to put out fires. It's really quite efficient. All right.
Thank you,
Sure.
Mr. President.
Mr. President, I'm Jay Obernolte. My district is just a bit east of here.
Yep.
And you were talking about the need to better manage our forests and our wildlands to prevent this from happening again. And you were so right about that. Just last year, a couple months ago in October, they put out a fire. The line fire in my district was over twice as big as the Palisades fire. And they put it out less than a mile from my house in an area where we had done thinning, and they stopped the fire, Mr. President, on a fire break that we had built a couple of years ago.
That's right.
We have an area just on the other side of my community that hasn't been thinned in decades because it's being held up by a lawsuit from an environmental group that says we're going to reduce habitat. Mr. President, we need to, in addition to getting resources and boots on the ground to do this treatment, we need to reform our legal system to prevent these lawsuits from tying up these projects for years and years and years. And not to say that the merit shouldn't be heard, but we need to hear them and we need to move on, resolve them.
Is this a state group? State or federal group?
This is a local group, actually, Mr. President, but they have help from the state.
They
and
use the
federal.
environment to make themselves feel good, and they're destroying our country. And you've got to, at some point, you've got to put your foot down. I know exactly what you're talking. You have local and state groups, and you have federal groups too. And you got to fight them the right way, because you'll never, even if the mayor gives, you're going to have a local group come in and sue. You're not allowed to go on your property. They're going to talk about asbestos and every other thing. They want to go on their property and they want to clean out their property. And you cannot let anything get in their way. And you'll have this place built up quickly, beautiful. It'll be more beautiful than before. And I would do one other thing. I'd give them a 10%, 15% bonus on their house because they went through hell. And they should be allowed to build a little bit, give them a little bit lot line bonus, give them a bonus on size, maybe a little bonus on height. They went through hell.
That explained itself.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, for him to want to give these people a bonus, you know, for going out there and cleaning up that damage that they've been so ready to do, so they can get back to work and they could, you know,
Back to
just
their
live a
normal
regular
life.
life.
Yeah.
Because this stuff is out of hand. She's sitting there and she's like refusing to accept the fact that it's her fault. You know,
Accountability.
it's crazy, man. Mayor Bass, you should resign immediately because it's almost like the Brendan Johnson situation. The community there is there speaking to you, and you're on vacation like you're Biden.
And you talking like 7 days, 18 months isn't a long time for somebody to at least get started back on repairing your life. If
You
you
know?
lose everything, you at least first thing you want to do is just clean up the rubble so you can start all over.
Yeah.
These people got to get permits for more than a year, and they got police telling them that they can't get on their own property because it's like he said, dangerous to who. I'm glad that we have a people's president. That's literally just like, what did you say, person?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and
I
then
know
he looked
exactly how
right
you
at
feel.
her
Yep.
like, yeah,
You see
Bash,
this?
you.
But hey, let us know what you guys think about this quick video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Check out his channel in the description.
That part.
Get right to it.
Peace.